I'll be fixing my wife's car. What's wrong with it? It is an engine, coolant, and water outlet on a 2008 Ford Escape. And there's the hidden bolt. You do have to remove the air box and 3 hoses. You got your inlet, your outlet, your inlet, and then you got, where is she hiding? It's on the bottom side, right there, behind that ratchet, right there. That is the worst one. I got all 3 of these plugged back in. These are kind of simple. You just pull these out real hard. Swivels out on a door. Just to show you what I mean. Swivels out. You pop that off, pull it out. Push that right back in. Boom, bada bing. This is the retention screw that holds it in. I set everything to 1. I got it on 2 right now just because I'm in a hurry. That's perfect. And that's a 10mm bolt, by the way. This is going to be the bolt to your ground wire, and there's a little notch for it. It goes right in there like so. My wife's car, this one, was overheating on her last night just out of nowhere. So my first thought was it was a thermostat. Just first thought for it overheating. It's kind of cold outside. To my knowledge, it's never been changed. And I'm gonna go ahead and set that to 1. Yeah. To my knowledge, it's never been changed. And the more I started looking, the thermostat housing is right there, but the leak was coming from right here. It was going up all over stuff. As you can see, there's coolant pulled down in there all over the transmission. So I was like, okay, well, that can't be that thermostat. The more I looked, liquid was leaking right from here, and that the grommet had gone bad on this. The grommet went bad. Let me take that out. And as you can see here, this line goes all the way around. It's like a little cubby for the grommet to fit into. Well, if you look right there, it's gone. That's where the fluid was leaking from. You know, I had to pull the battery, the air box, the battery tray, disconnect these, pull this whole harness out of the way. Somebody spliced it. But I had to pull this line off, and then there's one more hidden right underneath everything. One bolt here, one bolt here. You can't see it through there, but one bolt should be right down in there in the void. Can't see it. And then same on the other side, hidden underneath. Yeah, essentially, easy peasy, 2-hour job. Took me and a buddy 4 hours just to get all this shit out of the way. This wiring harness, the last person or whoever we got it from had this spliced into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different pieces with a joint right above this. The part is the engine, coolant, and water outlet. It's just a little plastic box bolted right to the side of the head. Why you would bolt plastic to the head of an engine, I have no idea. But now I'm gonna put the air box back on and then connect all the vacuum lines and everything else. So, okay, on this one, there's this nipple right here. And now on this new one, it comes with two options. You can either replace the new one with a nipple, or you can replace it with a plug. Now, this one had a hose coming off of it that was the shape of a hook. Came out like that, and it had a plug in the top of it. So, common sense tells me I don't need to put another nipple on this just to put a hose to a plug. I got the little rubber grommet on this, so I can just screw this right in, bypass that whole bullshit. I can only get quarter turns in, man. Okay, we're in. It's all plastic, so you don't need it so tight. You don't need it over torqued or nothing like that. God dang, got a big head, dude. Look like fucking alien from the Predator movie, dude. Fuck. But got all this shit back together. Let's just go ahead and start slapping the airbox back on. Fucking. Oh yeah, I gotta put you back up through all of this shit and whatnot or another. You can grab one or whatever the fuck's in there, yeah, right. Yep. No, I don't want you routed right at the fucking motor, you weird bitch. There you go. Grip on that transmission. Yep. Airbox. Look at that dirty bitch. It's my fault. I ain't never changed it. I gotta take better care of my wife. Away. Show. Get it all up in there. Uno. And dos. It's all back on. Now from here, where'd the map sensor go? Here it is. Map sensor, I'll plug right back on here. I guess that should plug in your way. Yep. I remember red was up. Push that down, seat that little red tab. You'll seat that to take it off. You'll have that up. I seat the tab, I just mean that. No, she's on there. Now we're gonna connect this from here to here. This is pretty self-explanatory. You take this side, push it on until it fits. Being careful not to break these because these are plastic. Then you'll come right back down to that one. You go right over that and make sure you're seated. You want the rubber to be mated to plastic. Now it's on. I just need to tighten it down with screws. Would be a flathead screwdriver. I got the battery back in. I'll be right back in a second with these terminals connected. This one's tightened, and this one's tightened. Both of those are 8mm. This was a 10. This was a 10. Everything on this was an 8. All the battery tray was 8mm. The airbox was nothing, because you just take off these clips. But if you wanted to take it off, there's a 10mm bolt here, and there's two 10mm bolts on the bottom. Now the only thing left to do here is to top off my coolant to plug back in my vacuum line. That's this vacuum line right here. She would plug right back into this insert. She's in. Then bada bing. And the hose clamp really doesn't matter because the hose clamp should be clamping this onto this piece. But as you can see, that piece had come off entirely with it. So I'm just gonna do it so it looks okay. Just so it looks like it would have been done right. Done. And it holds. My mat flow sensor's back on, my ground's back on, all my cables are plugged back in. The only thing left here is put the battery guard back on. Brief update on the car. It was still getting hot. I put about 10 miles on it yesterday. That's the neighborhood bastard coming to see me. But I put about 10 miles on it yesterday, and it was doing fine. But it got hot again towards the end of the drive, so I filled it up with coolant again. And now it's low again. So my guess is it's just replacing the coolant that it lost from the leak. I'll put some more in it, start her up, and take her over to Walmart, see how she does.
Fixed it.